News without bias.
News without exemptions,
Bringing you the hottest and the latest news here and around the world.
including nothing but the truth.
This is the Flying Ember News.
Good day, Philippines.
Good day, Cavite. Today is Friday, December 11, 2020. This is Lemar Nozaire.
This is Cristel Pasang.
And you're watching the Flying Ember News.
For the headlines, Congress to extend validity of 2020 budget bayanihan to utilize COVID-19 funds.
Oil price hike marks the second week of December.
Philippines eyes for sources of COVID-19 vaccine.
WHO opposing to mandatory giving of COVID-19 vaccines.
BTS swept all four desangs at the 22nd Mnet Asian Music Awards.
Cone refers to Tenorio, Devance, and Dillinger as geezers.
Congress to extend validity of 2020 budget bayanihan to utilize COVID-19 funds. Here's Earl Ranyosa for the local news.
Extend validity of 2020 budget by Congress, bayanihan to utilize COVID-19 funds. The head of Senate and the House of Representatives on Wednesday confirmed that Congress is aiming to extend the validity of two spending bills to ensure the delay COVID-19 response project would still be rolled out. Congress is planning extend the 2020 budget until June to December 2021. And the Bayanihan to recover as one act, Bayanihan 2 until March or mid-2021. Senate Committee on Finance Chair Senator Sani Angara said in press conference. This, while passage of 2021 national budget on track, Congress has extended the validity of the spending plans in 2018 and 2019. As the passage of the spending measure for the succeeding years was delayed after House lawmakers bickered over how much their respective district could get from state coffers.
Oil price hike marks the second week of December. Let us hear John Martin for the business news.
The price of oil products is expected to rise in the second week of December. The price of diesel will increase from 35 centavos to 45 centavos per liter. Gasoline, on the other hand, is priced at 20 centavos to 30 centavos per liter. Kerosene also costs 50 centavos to 60 centavos per liter. Oil prices have risen in the recent weeks after a series of news reports about the cure of coronavirus disease or COVID-19 vaccine. The price of oil has dropped with a decline in demand in some industries now the human movement is limited due to the pandemic.
Philippines eyes for sources of COVID-19 vaccine. Here's Aaron Peñaflor for Health News.
The government's vaccine czar, Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. said that Malacanang declares Philippines plans to purchase COVID-19 vaccines produced by the United States, China, Russia, and the United Kingdom. Presidential spokesperson Harrock named the vaccine candidates from Pfizer, Sinovac, Sputnik V, and AstraZeneca. Last Friday, the Philippine government, the private sector, and AstraZeneca signed a tripartite agreement for the country to secure a supply of 2.6 million doses of pharmaceutical firms' potential COVID-19 vaccine. This supply, to be paid for by the private sector, will inoculate over 1 million Filipinos as the British drug maker's vaccine requires 2 doses. AstraZeneca Oxford's COVID-19 vaccine has been found 70% effective against COVID-19 at first dose, but it increases to 90% after the second dose was administered a month after the first dose.
WHO opposing to mandatory giving of COVID-19 vaccines. Let us hear Irisel Robles for the World News.
The World Health Organization said on Monday, December 7, that it would be far more effective to convince people on the merits of COVID-19 vaccine than to try and make vaccination compulsory. The WHO claimed that it would be up to particular countries to execute their prevention programs against the coronavirus pandemic. However, the UN health body has insisted that making it mandatory to get immunized against the illness will be the wrong path to take, adding that there have been many cases in the past of mandating the use of vaccines only to see it backfire into stronger opposition. Kate O'Brien, Director of WHO's Immunization Department said that there may be certain hospital professions in which being vaccinated might be required or highly recommended for staff and patient safety. But WHO experts admitted that there was a battle to be fought to convince the general public to take the vaccines as they become available.
BTS swap all for Desang sa the 22nd and Asian Music Awards. Here's John Benedict for the entertainment news.
BTS took home the Desang across 4 categories, being recognized as Song, Artist, Album, and Worldwide Icon of the Year for their various achievements in this year. BTS received 8 awards, while Suga, who is recovering from a shoulder injury but made an appearance over phone to give an acceptance speech. And also as a hologram during their Life Goes On performance that surprised ARMYs and made them emotional. He also won in collaboration with IU for their chart-topping song 8. After winning the Artist of the Year, J-Hope said, "Big thanks to ARMY who is watching at this time. I am truly grateful that we are able to come here each year and perform for you. A lot of things have changed in this year, but my gratitude remains constant." Artists all over Asia also won, but aside from BTS, many great artists won in the ceremony including Blackpink, Treasure, NCT, Twice, and many more.
Gone refers to Tenorio, Devance, and Dillinger as geezers. Let us hear Margaret Pamorcan for the sports news.
Barangay Ginebra takes Game 4 versus TNT, a win away from the Philippine Cup title. Barangay Ginebra San Miguel needs just one more win against the TNT Tropang Giga after taking Game 4 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals with the score 98-88 on Sunday. A Stanley Pringle tray early in the fourth period gave Ginebra the biggest lead, 82-64, before TNT inched their way in closing the gap. RR Poga and LA Tenorio answered each other with triples with around 2 minutes left in the game to trim TNT's deficit 94-88 with 1 minute and 43 seconds left. Shots from Scotty Thompson and Tenorio gave enough cushion heading into the final minute of the game, 98-88, which also eventually sealed their third win in the series. Ginebra made a 32-point performance in the second quarter to end the first half with a 49-39 advantage after a slim 17-14 lead at the end of the first quarter. LA Tenorio and Japet Aguilar chip in 22 points each for the win. With the win, Ginebra now holds a 3-1 record.
And those were the hottest and the latest news for the hour.
I'm Cristel Posao.
And this has been Lemmer Nuzaire,
Get all the information you need only in here.
the Flying Ember News.
14 days before Christmas, let's buckle up and feel the presence of Christmas.
Goodbye everyone and have a nice day.